I hate having to create videos like this, but I've given this brand more than enough time to respond, which they have not done, and resolve this issue. So today, I have to tell you about my experience collaborating and working with UPDF and why, if you are a small content creator or you're doing social media in any way and they reach out to you, you should avoid partnering with them so you don't end up having to deal with the experience that I am right now. I'm in a unique situation where I've got a job that allows me to do content creation as a fun passion project, but there's other creators out there who are trying to make this their living, and getting screwed and jerked around by brands like UPDF is not the way that that's going to happen. So without further ado, let's get into the situation and talk about why you should avoid this brand. So full disclosure, about a year ago, UPDF reached out to me initially, asked me to do a review of their software. There was some negotiation, some compensation for that video, but nothing that I said in that video was biased. I went through the testing process very rigorously, as I do with every product or technology or software that I review here on the channel. And I posted the video in October 2024 with my thoughts and a link. That was sort of the extent of it in 2024. Then they came back to me in early 2025 and asked if we could work together again. I didn't feel like it was beneficial or made any sense to me as a content creator to slam my channel full of videos about a PDF tool. It's kind of a one and done in my mind with software, unless a major new version of that software comes out. And although, yes, I'm trying to make a little bit of money from my passion project here and there, I'm not doing so by spamming garbage in your face just to post a video. That's not what I'm out to do. So we negotiated where I would create videos with my likeness, my voice, my recordings and clips. Everything was original that I produced, but UPDF would post that content on a new channel, a brand new channel, to avoid that spamming that I talked about. And there would be payment made for every video. I don't want to talk too much about the monetary side because, again, the nuances of creators and their audiences and what they negotiate, I don't want to get into that. This is more so just the overall experience that I had working with this brand. So we put pen to paper. I thought those terms were amicable, were agreeable. So we did a little bit of that back in April, I believe it was when we started. And I had absolutely no issues with producing the content, getting it sent out, and then posting that content. That was all approved, all paid out. There was no problems whatsoever. I went on holiday and I ended up coming back, and I believe in May, coming to June, I was asked to create some more videos, which, you know, with my experience in April or March when I created the first batch, I figured would be absolutely no problem whatsoever. I created another set of videos. I sent them to my contact at UPDF. They approved those videos. They posted those videos, and I sent my invoice for the work rendered, for services rendered for those videos. And then when the payment date came due, I got an email that was extremely frustrating. The email, which you can see here, essentially says, when they submitted the payment request for my videos, their marketing director, I guess, reviewed those videos and did not think that they were up to the standard of quality that they expected. They weren't exactly the same as the kind of video production that would be on this channel right here. So they would not release payment at all. And again, this was after the fact of them already being completed, approved by this contact, and posted online. Like, this content was already living on the internet and had already been completed. In my mind, that is a done deal. You cannot sell something using content and then back out after and say, it's not quite good enough. You can't have it both ways. And that was effectively my response back to UPDF. I said, you approved these, you compared these. This is not the first set of videos I've done like this. So yeah, they are slightly different from what's on my own channel, but that is what it is. So I, again, took a lot of liberty, but I offered to take payment for one of the two videos I produced instead of for both. I said, I don't want to recreate these videos for free, and I don't want to go back and try and repiece them together. Why don't you just pay me for one and we'll call it even and we'll move on. Well, they didn't like my offer to do a 2-for-1 special. What they came back with was to create a third video, and they would then pay me that 2-for-1 rate. So that means 3 pieces of content, 3 videos for the price of 1. This is completely against what was in our contract, which we had signed at the onset of this collaboration, and also completely goes against what the rep had told me by email already, that these videos were good to go. So you cannot then come back and ask for more for even less than negotiated. And I pretty much said that verbatim to the brand in response. I said 3 videos for the price of 1 is not worth my time and completely against what we had agreed on. I need to be paid for that 1 video, or unfortunately, I'll have to take next steps. And that exchange happened in the beginning of June 2025. And here we are months later. They have not responded to any of my emails, and I followed up several times. They've made no effort to resolve the issue, and I have, of course, received no payment for my work. And again, I'm in a very lucky position, which not every creator is going to have, and I understand that. And that's why I'm making this video, not just to bash this brand and say that they suck. The tool is actually really good. I cannot possibly recommend you get in bed and work with this brand, because they're going to potentially screw you. And not just in a little bit of a way, but like they're going to make you do triple the work for a single payment. That is brutal. Like, tell me where in any other walk of life that would be acceptable business practice to demand that your worker, employee, contractor do 3 times the work and get paid for 1 piece. That's brutal. I would never, ever want another creator to get into a situation where they have to deal with this crap. So yeah, that's the breakdown. That's why I absolutely cannot recommend you get in bed and work with these guys. And if you're a creator and you want to talk about this further, like, drop a comment. We can go back and forth over email. I can maybe get into more of the nitty-gritty with you if you want to do that. But absolutely, if they reach out to you after the point that you see this video, steer clear, guys. I don't want you to get in trouble. And if there's any updates, if the brand sees this and they reach out and they want to talk about this further, or they want to resolve this matter, then I'm open to doing that. But until then, this is what it is, guys. I've given them plenty of opportunity to resolve this matter amicably. Unfortunately, I'm here in Canada. They're based in China. It is very hard for me to take legal action, like proper legal back channel action, without costing an absolute fortune. So this is kind of the way it has to be. I have to do the public shaming bit and put it out here. I don't want anybody getting screwed like this. And at this point in time, I don't think I'm ever going to see the money for my work, which is upsetting, because I could have put that time and effort into creating better content for you guys right here on my own channel, growing my own following, growing my own base, and potentially opening up opportunities to work with better clients and better brands than this one. So that's where I'll end the video. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the rant. Sorry for the negativity. We'll see you again in the next video, which will hopefully be much more upbeat and positive.